as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We go! 70, Indy.
Focus, defense, focus. Check it, hot read.
Check 52. Check up. Check.
Watch twist.
Hard. Now.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And Eifert has it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 5. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Let's go now. 61, Matchbox Lights. Yo, go!
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
5.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Wild Bill.
Yep.
Hey, check 24.
Get it.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
You draw quarter.
Come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Minshew. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We're going to work.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Thompson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Set up. 90 Wolf. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Me. Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Switch up. Under 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Mike Bobo. Yo. Hey, I got him.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He'll field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, 84 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Set 18 Gator.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey.
Ricky.
Five.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
36. Check three.
Five. Go.
50. Mike, 50. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
70, Indy. Cut. 2.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey, pick your game up. Kill.
Now Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Yes. Twist on Travis. Be driven.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. Hey.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get the sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
1st down, Chiefs.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the safety creep. You go take.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They run it again with Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Go. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Look at me. Zipper.
On the carry, Thompson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go.
We got 3.
Here's Minshew. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
3-6-6. Pull it high.
3 down. Check. Crouch.
They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight end right.
Yep.
3 down.
On the pin.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready?
Minshew sets to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check 31. Hatch you.
Five.
Now Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 down. Shift. Jam.
Get it.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
On second down, Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chiefs.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.